Hello, I'm Lynn Gilchrist. I'm owner of Gallery IS and Riverland Studio. This is where I make my art. I'm a Canadian artist living in Red Deer, Alberta. I specialize in landscapes and cartography, and I work in watercolor, acrylic, and oil. So this front gallery represents my most recent work. So this series is part of my water series. I've been a map maker my entire working career. We were always looking at water and flooding. So nature is my inspiration, but the riverlands is what I'm passionate about. Basically, plein air painting, like on location, from the end of April all the way to the end of October for 2 years. And it was a full 6-hour hike with 2 of my girlfriends. And we went to Red Deer Lakes and walked around, and we brought gifts of tobacco. I'm able to carry panels or paper and supplies when I hike. And so that trip, I hiked, I canoed, I drove all along the 720 kilometer length of the Red Deer River. I slept in my car, and I didn't even have a cell phone back then. And so family and friends were somewhat concerned, but I met some wonderful, beautiful people on that trip, so generous. It still brings back really fond memories. In early 2021, I went from doing aerials and feel like I was flying to feeling that I was in the water. And this was something new for me. And so I felt that I needed to explore it in paint. I would wake up from these dreams and I'm thinking, what does all this mean? Like, I went from being a bird to a turtle. And is that a COVID thing? I don't know. But I'm still exploring this theme. And both these paintings started in the same manner as this one. And this is just the first step, and what some artists would call a block-in stage, but this is very intuitive for me. And it starts with this deep vessel or deep pond or lake, and then from there comes the vegetation, the plant life. And so it is about seeing the water at the horizon, but also the awareness of the depth of the water. And I'm not sure I understand what it means. And maybe that doesn't matter, that people have responded to this new work in a very personal and profound way, which I find interesting, and I like to have conversations about these 2 pieces of work with others. They always spark conversation, and they mean different things. People see different things, and I think that's what's so wonderful about art making and art sharing, is that everybody takes their own personal memories and attaches their own meaning to what you have created. And so in a sense, that's where I guess the intentions of the artist stop, and they are interpreted or reinterpreted by the viewer and by the collector. And so that is a powerful thing to be a part of as an artist. So this is an example of my abstracted work, but it still, there's a thread throughout my work, and it is often water-based. whether I'm beside a river watching the flow of water, looking at the rocks on the bottom of the river, or the organic suspended material, or the reflections of the sunlight on the surface. It is, well, it's my obsession. Quite simply, it's my obsession.